good? What's good? Welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. Hope you're well. We're going to go over for Ethereum, currently sitting at 1612, down 2.8 on the day. We're seeing a market cap of 194 billion, 24-hour volume 17.2 billion. My Discord is completely free for the next 24 hours. Recently locked in some juicy gains. My trade signals and analysis are $10 a month. You have to sign up through the Patreon, but basic access to all chat rooms is currently free. It will be the link in the top of the comments for the next 24 hours. You can join for free. Over 2,000 members talking all things crypto. So let's hop into the charts. Going to start here on the 4-hour time frame. So we completed a 5-wave move. We didn't quite reach the wave 5 target, so there is still potential to push up to about 1731. But what I'm looking here is a completion of a 5-wave move. We had a wave 1, which is here in yellow, ABC into a 2, and now we completed a 5-wave move into a 3, and now we're looking for a wave 4 pullback to take you down in between 1560 and 1447, but usually it does find support in between the 0.382 and the 0.236 before pushing up in a wave 5. Often the wave 5 doesn't reach its target. All it has to do is break above the wave 3, and if we zoom into the 1-hour time frame, it does look like a completion of a 5-wave move to the upside, and now potentially coming down in that wave 4 pullback. So let's say that the wave 4 comes down to the 0.382. Take your trend-based fib extension from the bottom of wave 2 up to the top of wave 3 to the bottom of wave 4. And you would target this 618 for a wave 5, which would take you up to basically 1731. Completion of a larger 5-wave move into a wave 1, you'd look for a wave 2 pullback. Now there is a bearish count, which is becoming less likely, especially if we break this high, but still on the table in my opinion, where all this was a wave 4 pullback. We come down a wave 1, wave 2, looking to come down a wave 3, and then we had a wave 1 into a wave 2 pullback right here. But usually a wave 3 is quite impulsive, and as you can see, this is quite a push to the upside and quite a drawn out wave 2 pullback. So I think this wave count's a little bit less likely. Still on the table, but we would basically have to start crashing from here. And I do think that this rally is going to continue for Bitcoin up to about 24 to 25K. So I don't think it's likely that this bearish scenario is going to play out. Now we're just about to print the bullish cross on the daily. It's just printing right now. Tomorrow it will be confirmed. So what I'm looking at here is we're going to pull back to the daily EMAs, hold them as support, and that will lead to a large breakout to the upside, just as it did right here. Bullish cross, large breakout to the upside, and right here bullish cross, breakout to the upside. Right here, large bullish cross, breakout to the upside. So I think once again, that's the scenario that's playing out here. Is we're about to print the bullish cross, we come back down, we hold them as support, and then we see that breakout back to the upside for our friend Ethereum. It is looking a little bit more likely of a potential bottom being in for ETH, but what I think is going to happen is Ethereum's going to see a nice push. Bitcoin will eventually come down to about 11 to 13K, maybe 15K, and Ethereum will see some pullback, but the bottom will have been in, and then you'll continue to push to the upside eventually. If we go back to previous bear markets here for Ethereum, see this right here? This is what I'm looking at for ETH. This was the bear market low. Beautiful push to the upside, and then you had a huge pullback. This was a black swan corona dump, but if you kind of ignore that, you can see it's very similar. So we're starting to break out to the upside, just as we did right here. We had our initial breakout, and then we pulled back, created a higher low, had a large breakout to the upside, and then saw a very, very large pullback. So we're seeing basically the exact same thing. We broke out, we created a higher low. I think we're going to see a nice large push to the upside, and then we're going to see a nice large pullback, but we won't put in a lower low, just as we did in the previous bear market here. Another opportunity to get into Ethereum before exploding in that large, massive bull run and basically pushing up in a massive wave 3. All right, guys, that's my prediction here. I do think it's likely to play out. I was looking at a potential 5 to 600 for Ethereum, but now that's looking less likely with this pump to the upside, and I think this scenario is much more probable, where we see a beautiful push to the upside, possibly up to 2.3k, maybe even 3,000 or 2.5k, and then we see a large pullback to bring you all the way back down to that previous low. Because as you can see right here, we almost came right back down to that previous low. Not quite, we still created a higher low, but I do think this is the scenario that will play out once again for Ethereum. All right, guys, so in the short term, do look for a bounce in between 1560 and 1447 to push up in a wave 5, and the only way we can invalidate that is to come down and lose 1447 as support. I don't think it's likely. If we do pull back to 1447, what we're going to see here is we come back down to the EMAs on the daily. If I zoom in here and get rid of my little squiggly wigglies, squiggly wigglies, what an absolute loser. We'll come down and find support along the EMAs and then see continuation to the upside. That's it for this one. Make sure to sign up to BitGet. Recently locked in juicy gains on some trades here. For Ethereum, locked in 17%, locked in half profits. For Sol at 28% gain. Currently, oh, sorry guys for that little inhale. Currently in profits on Mana, Engine, Sand, which I all gave trade signals for here in the Discord, which is $10 a month for the signals and early access to my analysis. Everything else is currently free for today only. For the next 24 hours, every once in a while I make it free for 24 hours. Today is the day, so you can sign up, top link of the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, much love, take care.